Welcome back, peeps. This story is exciting for me because I work in the film industry for real. The story is a mixture of fiction and fact. In our industry, 15 to 18-hour workdays are the norm, so please bear with me if I'm a day or so late with uploading content. I will always upload and always have something new and exciting for you. A group of filmmakers known as Dark Vision heard about a small town called Ravenswood and the secrets it holds deep within those dark, dense forests. Since their mission is to unravel the unknown and capture genuine terror, they excitedly headed to Ravenswood to scout locations and set up base to film one of the most eerie movies of all time. Eager to push the boundaries of fear and test their resilience, the team who comprised of Alex, the fearless director, Sarah, the sound mixer girl with no boundaries, Mark, the skeptic camera operator, and Lisa, the thrill-seeking location scout, decided to investigate a story that piqued their interest: the abandoned asylum hidden deep within the woods. This is where I have a question. Why would an asylum be hidden deep in the dark woods? What were they hiding? As the filmmakers delved into the town's history, they uncovered chilling stories about the asylum's dark past. It was said that the facility had been a house of torment, where the mentally ill were subjected to cruel experiments and unspeakable horrors. Eventually, the asylum was shut down, and the deranged whispers of the tortured souls trapped within its walls could be heard through the dense forest. Excitement mixed with anxiety brewed as the crew armed themselves with cameras, flashlights, and nerves of steel. They entered the dark, dense woods with only the dim glow of their equipment. Twisted branches clawed at their clothes, and the rustle of unseen creatures heightened the tension. With one sweep of the branches, the dilapidated asylum emerged. From the light of the equipment and the glow of the moon, the crumbling facade with shattered windows like hollow eyes stared into the souls of the intruders. Armed with their cameras and fearless determination, they enter the decaying halls of the derelict building, unaware of the evil forces that await them, their footsteps echoing through the hallways. As they explore the asylum's eerie corridors, strange phenomena begin to unfold. Doors slam shut on their own, ghostly whispers echo through empty rooms, and shadows move in unnatural ways across walls and ceilings. Lisa's thrill-seeking demeanor begins to waver, replaced by a fear so real it clings to her like a dark force. Mark's skepticism unraveled as he captured spectral images on his camera, apparitions that materialized in the corner of his lens and vanished into the darkness. The hair on the back of his neck stood on edge as unease grips his heart, yet excitement fuels his desire to capture it all on film. Gradually, each member of the group becomes increasingly affected by unexplainable events. The eerie events target each member individually, preying on their deepest fears and exploiting their vulnerabilities. One filmmaker starts experiencing vivid nightmares, dreams where dark creatures attach themselves to him, holding him down in a grip so tight he can barely breathe. Another begins hearing voices whispering threatening warnings in his ear.
Dearie, time for your bed.
Paranoia consumes them as they question their own sanity while trying to maintain a facade of bravery for their viewers. As they walk the hallways of the asylum, entering and exploring room by room, they discovered one room that bore the scars of unimaginable torment. Unsettling drawings covered the walls. The peeling wallpaper depicted drawing of torture and pain, pictures where patients are strapped to chairs and orderlies beating them with metal pipes. On the opposite wall, rusty restraints dangled. One can only imagine what torture took place while patients were cuffed and probed. Another room was equipped with a wooden box and a large bathtub. It is said that patients were locked up in the wooden cage for months on end with straw strewn on the floor, probably for bedding. They wore little to no clothing, and as time passed, became too weak to move because they were kept crouched in a cage. Patients were placed in a tub with boiling water and left for days, most burnt to death. As they left the room and turned into the corridor, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, and the group raced towards the source. Lisa, paralyzed with terror, pointed at a shadowy figure at the end of the hallway, a twisted apparition clad in a tattered hospital gown. The entity's hollow eyes locked onto the intruders, and a ghastly wail echoed through the asylum. Weak with fear, the crew gathered the equipment, and with the camera still rolling, Mark captured the entity as it pursued them, leaving them out of breath and shaken to the core. The final haunting sounds faded as their footsteps echoed through the corridors, with the entity still in hot pursuit. As they stumbled out of the decaying building and into the moonlit night, the filmmakers realized that some horrors were better left undisturbed. The chilling footage they captured that night would indeed make for gripping content, but the price they paid for venturing into the realm of the supernatural left an indestructible mark on their souls, a haunting reminder that the boundaries between the living and the dead should never be underestimated. The legend of the abandoned asylum in Ravenswood had come to life, and the Dark Vision crew had unwittingly become a part of its disturbing story. The once enticing adventure had transformed into a nightmarish ordeal. It took months before they had the courage to actually look at the footage and relive the nightmare that was still so fresh in their minds.